Right, so welcome back. On the last video we was kind of rushing, to be honest, it turns out. It was just before Christmas. I was quite unwell, and I was kind of trying to get the car done just so I could do some miles over Christmas and basically run it in. Didn't quite go to plan. So we failed MOT, which is okay, I can deal with that. Like I say, it was a bit of a long shot sending it straight for one, but the reasoning I went for, I think, is it hadn't done very many miles since the last MOT, and like I say, I just wasn't in the mood. So we sent it, but anyway, never mind. So it failed on brake pedal, has insufficient reserve travel. I kind of knew that anyway, really, after actually driving it to the MOT garage. I phoned up a mate and he said they're always quite low biting point on these cars, but I don't know, it's quite bad. We got there and back, so you know. And then suspension arm on the rear. I never liked them, but you might have previously seen, I'm not sure if it was in the clip, but the rear suspension on this is covered in those, I think they're kind of cheap, eBay orange poly bushes. So the plan always has been remove all of them, but we think that either washers were required either side of the bush, or they're just not as good as they need to be. So yeah, there was excess play on the, I believe it was the driver's side, offside rear, yeah. So they were the major fouls. Then indicators on one side were, there's a short somewhere, so I need to clean up the grounds, I think. And then there's a load here for brake pipes, slightly deteriorated, brake disc, service brake binding, but not excessive. So rear handbrake. And then there's a component mounting repair covered in underseal. I'm sure that'd be nice to have a look at later. But yeah, anyway, so it was basically brakes not really up to spec, which I'm fine with. That's okay. We can do the brake system, no problem. And then some bushes on the rear end. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that. No worries. The problem, actually, the real major issue started when we tried to drive it. Well, when I tried to drive it home. So I got home, got back in the garage. But when I was about 2 miles out from getting here, I don't know whether it's the flywheel, clutch, I doubt it's clutch release bearing, but it's got to be flywheel or clutch, or the gearbox has no oil in it, basically. That's the third outlier, wild card. Basically, pulled up at a set of traffic lights, and that area in the bell housing is just making a horrendous noise. Yeah, I might start it up quickly to show you and remind myself of how bad it was. Everyone likes to hear and see a bit of destruction, so yeah, anyway, so let's do that. Alright, let's give this a whirl, see what it's like. Remind ourselves. Still don't understand this alarm. I don't know how well that comes across on camera, but yeah, it's a real awful noise. It sounds almost like it could be maybe even starter motor related. That would kind of be a bit of a result here. Let's see. So yeah, you heard that kind of like real mechanical rattling noise. So yeah, basically we're going to start taking things out or start taking things off until we find out whatever is flailing around in there. If we're really lucky, might be a busted starter motor, don't know. Flywheel, clutch, don't know. But the long of the short of it is either, I think I'm going to take the engine out. If I do take the engine out, I'd like to dress up some bits, and there's some other things that need to be done anyway. So it's not the worst thing, just would rather not have any of it, but never mind, it is what it is. So yeah, I think I'm going to get on some skates and see basically make a start. Taking it well, but that's a monumental pain in the arse. Let's see how this side is. Feels crap, if I'm honest. Yep, there we go. This is a bad start. That wasn't simple. If that's setting the precedent, then we're really, really in trouble here. Let's try and lift this off without any more problems. There we go. There's that bolt. 4 bolts in, and it's going basically as badly as it could. I don't know if you saw, but we had a couple bolts here. And when I say a couple, I mean all 4 of them. Don't know what in the world that's all about, but never mind. So now we're going to go for some good luck. I think I'm going to start, before touching any more things in here, I'm going to start with the starter motor. Start with the starter motor, because if the enders fell off of that, I mean, I highly doubt it. I really do not think that is the issue, but it's going to have to come out, so might as well make a start somewhere. So that's it. I mean, there's nothing obviously amiss with that, other than, is that a missing bolt? No. Yeah, so to be honest, it looks like it could have been remanufactured. I think it's a bit satin black. I think it's a no on the starter motor being the issue. Doesn't appear to be the starter motor, so I think I'm going to have to go ahead and pull the engine out, as I kind of expected I would. I might end up doing the gearbox, might do the engine. I think I'm probably going to pull the engine out, because there's some bits I want to do on this anyway. So yeah, so I'm probably going to put down the old camera and just try and get some bits sorted. And yeah, I'll give you an update when we're a little bit further along. Wish us luck. Well, that came out a bit too easy. Two out of the 3 bolts at the manifold were loose, so oh dear. So there's some good news. It's definitely a 16i manifold, and the original round exhaust port 16i head is there. The reason I was a little bit worried is because the head's been rebuilt. So the head was rebuilt, the gearbox rebuilt, and then the engine was rebuilt, all separate occasions, which maybe that's why everything's loose, but we will learn, we will find out. Cool. There's a fair bit going on back here. Not compared to a modern car, but more of those orange poly bushes. Great. Jumping forward a bit, I thought this was interesting. So I was just trying to take all the MFI and intake manifold apart. There's no air filter. Rebuilt engine, no air filter. Bizarre. There's a lot of stuff really for what they are in here, but yeah, we'll carry on. Okay, so I think it's the last two bolts on the gearbox, and then one, and yeah, two, and now it's just jiggling it past the engine mount on the front, and then getting it off of the gearbox. Yeah, she's loose. Kind of got into the swing of things, so yeah, we haven't really filmed too much of this ordeal, but it's almost ready to come out. It's out now. You can have a look at the clutch, hopefully that's what's wrong, but for this video, probably leave it here, a little bit of a cliffhanger. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, and yeah, see you next time. Sweet.